Hey YouTube, it's Midwestern Piper coming at you today with a little bit different content today. I want to teach you guys exactly how to make my grandma's famous soup. It is delicious, I'll tell you that. It won a contest last year of 50 other soups. It got first place. It is super awesome. If you want to be able to impress your friends and family at a party with a super simple recipe, stay tuned because I'll teach you exactly how to do it. The ingredients list... Get down. The ingredients list is going to be posted in the description. So go ahead and get everything so you can follow along. Now let's get started. All right, so first of all, you're gonna wanna get a stick of butter and you're gonna wanna cut it in half. There it is. Next, you're gonna get some fresh garlic and you're gonna get a couple cloves out. You can use however many you want. I use about 3 or 4. You can use less, you can use more. Depends on how much garlic you like and things. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to use 4. All right, now you're gonna chop these up into little fine pieces. You can do it however way you want. I know there's a million different ways to chop garlic, and this is probably the wrong method, so, but I'm not a cook, so, you know, it is what it is. I smash them. I heard it brings out a lot of their flavor. I don't know if that's true or not. This is kind of the point when I decide how much I'm going to use, because I just see, how much is in there, and then I kind of eyeball it. Okay, that looks like it's good. I like a lot of garlic, so to me that seems like it's more than enough, if not too much, but that's fine because like I said, I like a lot of garlic, so looks good. We're gonna put that in the pan with the butter. Okay, so now that you got the butter and the garlic in here, you just want to get it to a nice brown before you put the broth in. You don't want to burn it. You just want to get it to a nice golden brown color. My grandma always says butter makes everything better. You can smell how delicious it smells already. If you're a vegan, I'm sorry, this isn't for you. Maybe next time. Get this working in there. Now some of that brown's from the bottom of the pan already. It's not technically brown yet. You'll see it get there. To this side, that's just from the bottom of the pan. Well, that's fine. It just adds to the flavor. All right, I'd say it's about good. Looks like the garlicky pieces are starting to turn a little brown. Now, you're gonna add your broth in. All right. 2 of those at 48 ounces. All right, well that's all getting warm and toasty in the pan. We're just gonna get our stuff ready here. I got this large can of chicken meat here. We're just gonna get everything ready to go. All right. Now, I keep the juice in there because again, it adds to the flavor of the soup. So you can empty it if you want, but I keep it in there. All right, so you got your diced tomatoes. I use the Italian seasoning, the roasted garlic and herb. Like I said, everything is better fresh, but who's got the time for that, you know? These tomatoes are very powerful, so I will empty out just a tiny bit. All right, at this point, you can add your frozen spinach to the soup. If you don't like spinach, too bad. It isn't overbearing in there, and it adds to the flavor, and it is really good. I'm not really the biggest fan of plain spinach, but it is fine in the soup. All right, you're gonna wanna add your tomatoes. Add your can of chicken. You can do double chicken if you want. I just do 1, you can do 2. Depends on how much chicken you want in there. All right, and now that all your ingredients are mostly in there, you're just gonna keep stirring it occasionally as this heats up on medium heat. Everything's already cooked, so basically you're just warming it. And as this is warming and heating up and getting all the flavors mixed in together and they're getting infused, we are going to get the sausages ready. All right, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. So now you're gonna get your sausages prepared on a just regular tray. I use hot, spicy Italian sausage. You don't have to, you can use mild, but I particularly like spicy food, so I use the spicy sausage. It adds a nice little flavor in the soup as well. But like I said, you can use whatever one you want, mild or hot. Just use a package of sausages. Get them nice and spread out on the pan. Now you're just gonna wait until your oven is at 350. While you're waiting, you can stir your soup. Get all those ingredients nice and infused. So the oven is set at 350. It is ready. We're gonna put our sausages in there, and they're gonna be in there for half an hour. All right, so I'm noticing that my soup is getting extremely hot and boiling. It's not really necessarily ready to be boiling and that hot yet. I just want it to be warm right now at this point. So I'm gonna turn it down to like a 2 and just keep it warm. All right, so this is another little bonus here. You don't have to do this, but it is super awesome to dip a nice baguette in some soup. So what I do is I get a little bit of water. I'll lightly sprinkle some water on the baguette. Get it nice and little, just a little bit of moisture on it. That's it. And then I'll wrap it in some tin foil so I can throw it in the oven and get it nice and warm. So it's nice and toasty whenever we go to eat it. All right, it's nice and covered and ready to go in the oven. The wieners are done. Oh yeah, look at those wieners. And now we will throw our bread in the oven and let it warm up. Now we're gonna chop our sausages up into tiny little pieces here. If you got children eating this, you might wanna make them a little smaller. I make mine fairly sized here. All these juices coming out, that's great because we're gonna throw that in the soup with it to add to the flavor. Oh wow, they are juicy as can be. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these sausages into our soup. Oh wow, this looks great. Don't be worried if you see all this juice flowing into the soup because it just adds to the flavor. Oh yeah, there we go. Here you go, buddies. Into the soup you go. All right, gonna get that last little bit of juice in there. Oh, whoa, flying sausage. All right, now you're just gonna go ahead and stir up your soup. It looks delicious. It smells great. Oh man, brings me back to my childhood. Grandma used to make this soup all the time. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw our tortellinis in. I got 2 packages here. It might be too much, so I'm gonna throw one in and we're gonna see where we're at. You can get any cheese tortellinis you want, or you can just put any noodles in there if you want, if you don't like tortellinis. I got chicken roasted garlic tortellinis. I know, more garlic, right? So we're gonna throw those in there. Looks like they're already cooked. You just gotta warm them up and get them nice and soft. All right, so we're gonna stir it up to see if this is too much in there or not. Looks like it's good, but we're just gonna add the other one in there. Can't really hurt. This is a really hearty soup, so it doesn't hurt to throw more in there. This soup can feed an army, guys. It really can. I mean, I personally just eat it at my house for like a week and a half straight. So if you're a single person, this is great. You can just throw this whole thing in your fridge and eat on it all week. Or if you have a big family or you're going to do an event, this soup can feed an army, people. Probably about 8 to 10 people, if not more. Smelling good. It looks delicious. All right. Turn it up a little bit just to get those shells nice and soft, and you're pretty much all set. All right, guys, now that we're all done, we're gonna go ahead and enjoy our meal. Now, don't forget to add cheese. I like to use a nice Italian blend. You know, you can use really whatever cheese you want, but that's the cheese that I like to use. And you know, I'll just put a nice, healthy amount on there. Don't forget your bread. Dip right in there in your soup. Give it a nice, just like I remembered. All right, guys, that will do it with the soup. Go ahead and try to make it up and go impress your friends, go impress your family. Take it to the party tonight, the New Year's Eve party. It'll be a hit, I promise. You guys have a very fun, safe evening. This is Midwestern Piper, and we'll see you next time.